Hello everyone, this is Mohan, currently pursuing BTech final year in the stream of Computer Science and Engineering with specialization in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. Today I'm going to discuss about how how security is integrated with the DevOps culture, describing the topic title, exploring the integration of security into DevOps. Let me discuss how the workflow of the DevOps. As the DevOps means development plus operations. What the developers has built in the development procedure is combined with operations like load balancing, hosting into different regions to be accessible for the end users, will be aggregated by DevOps engineers. And now, whatever the application has been built by the DevOps engineers is verified by the security professionals to check if there are any vulnerabilities in the application, which can be checked for further using automated tests. After rectifying those, the application will be sent into the production server where it can be accessible by the end users. But coming to the DevSecOps, what we have to call as a left shift. This means shifting the security into the DevOps, in the middle of the DevOps. Like what we are implementing in the DevOps, in each and every task, the security workflow has to be inculcated, and the DevOps mindset and the developer's mindset have to be think like an overall with respect to the security features while at the stage of developing only. Now, let us discuss about these 8 minutes or 10 minutes session will not give you an overall idea for what is the DevOps culture and how it will be implemented. But I will be discussing about what are the most key principles and what are the scenarios and how it will be in the IT industry. I'm going to discuss like a brief. I'm going to give a brief overview. First one is exploring DevOps. As I discussed before, how the security will be implemented into the DevOps operations is going to be discussed in this session. And the next topic is core principles of DevSecOps. For the first one is shift left. What I have told earlier, like security is implemented after the implementation, after the workflow completion of the DevOps engineers. They check for vulnerabilities in their application build, like if there is any banking application, e-commerce, if the application is having any payment gateways, like personal social media platforms, where like security plays a key role. Without without the scope of hacking, we have to build the application nowadays. First one is shift left. What does the shift left means? Like what is the workflow? What is the DevOps flow will be the DevOps plus security. But what we are doing now is we are adding the security workflow of the security into the DevOps, in the middle of the DevOps. Like how the process, like first of all, developer build an application and it will be sent to the several automated tests. And next, the application will be sent into the test environment. After the passing several test cases, the application again sent into the production server. Now what we are doing is we are adding the security flow in each and every automated flow of the DevOps. like before pre-build, after build, post build. In every task, in every subtask, we are adding security, where the security experts will work collaboratively with developers and DevOps engineers. Next one is continuous assurance. Like what I have told, the collaborative workflow for security professionals along with the DevOps professionals, while building application only, they look into the vulnerability, threats, and risk factors at the stage of development, right from the beginning. Next one is cloud native security. It's a bit complex, which will not be discussed in this session. The major cloud native principles is for scalability and quick building to build applications in a fast and quick way, so that the application will be sent to the production server within a less amount of time. The core principles are 4Cs, like cloud, container, code, and the next one is cluster. Here's a workflow will be like if you look at the past workflows of a DevOps professionals, where the application architecture changes from monolithic to microservices, where the application is built with different modules, and each modules will integrate with each other using the APIs, and and the whole application is containerized using Kubernetes, and the whole application is deployed on the cloud. So the application is built over the stack of layers. Means where each layer there is a scope for security, and where the security professionals will look into the vulnerabilities and risk factors. So it might be critical. That's why we are taking the consideration of security in while the application is developing. Next one is automating. Like without security integration into the DevOps, the DevOps itself is automated. There is nothing difference in that. Just adding the security blend of a feature into the DevOps. And next one I will going with what are the challenges we have to face while integrating the security into DevOps. The first one is a shift in the culture. Like whatever the developers get tuned into right now is they build the application, they test for the test the application what they have built for vulnerability checks and threats. Later on, they have to, if there are any threats, they rebuild the application, and again they have to go for automated tests. But they must be a change in the mindset that while the development only they have to look for security features. So there should be shift in the culture. And next one is the skills and knowledge gap. Like developments who are the developers may not be aware of whatever the tools and the skills used by the security experts. So there is a essentials, there is a necessity and essentials of security experts to work collaboratively and continuously along with the developers and the DevOps professionals. Next one is cost and budgets. If we are going to develop a small scale application, they may not be need of like this DevSecOps culture into it. Just we build the application and we deploy the application on the cloud where it can be accessible to the end users. But we need to pay for security professionals, DevSecOps and DevOps professionals. But these, they are critical is, I would like to explain that what is the key factor of a DevOps engineer play in a developing environment. If the server might be down for sometimes, the first person who will go into reflect is DevOps engineer, who is going to check what is the security, what is the faults, where the bugs has been raised in the production server. So the key person is the DevOps engineer. So now what we are doing is we are adding another set of feature like security experts. So all these, they might code a considerable amount, which may not be feasible for small scale applications. And the next one is the scaling security. And we have to adopt the features like what we are following while developing applications that must be scalable. If we updated our application into the new technologies like versions, the security features should be adaptable so that the application runs seamless without any errors. Coming to the next topic, what are the benefits? Obviously, with the security professionals working collaboratively with the DevOps professionals, there will be a less amount of time where required for application to be developed and deployed so that the accessibility of the accessible to the end users. First one is collaboration, where the security professionals and DevOps professionals work collaboratively. Next one is scalability and flexibility. Like what we are using, what are the features we are adding in our application. These must be adaptable and modifiable and ever-changing technology comes. Next one is the security. Like there is an essential for security in every application. Example, banking, CBT, and what are the confidential applications like for an IT company like Google, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. There is these are companies, they don't want to disclose what are the projects they are working on to the outer world, so that they are maintaining like a security, right? They are focusing on a security. So these must be given high priority. While integrating the security into the DevOps, we are leveraging the effect of security. Next one is the cost savings. And definitely, we are going to reduce our costs. What is the span we require for building the application? Gradually decreases because we're working collaboratively and with a blended culture with the key skill sets and what are the domains what the developers are aware of. We are going the blend. And next one is the DevSecOps practices. First one is analysis. First, we'll go with whatever the application we are developing. We'll push it in the GitHub and we'll maintain some code base. What we are doing now is we continuously run the code base for any vulnerability checks. And if there are vulnerability checks, the security professionals will be taken off and fix them. Next one is vulnerability scanning. Yeah, these must be scanning all the time during the development process of our application. Next one is identity and access management. It's like creating the role-based access to the application. Like everyone should be authorized to make some critical changes, not the developers, like principal developers, like security professionals. There must be a hierarchy, which is usually followed in the corporate culture. Next one is the tools and technologies for DevSecOps. What are the tools we use for DevOps? Should be should be kept as it is, like a Docker, Git, Ansible, Jenkins, CI/CD pipelines, Terraform, Grafana. All these tools will be kept aside. Like while developing the application, we have to look for vulnerabilities, which will be take care of our security professionals. And there are several tools like which will maintain the security, like encryption techniques, algorithms, advanced encryption, hashing techniques, SSH firewall, which I'm not going to discuss about in this session. Next one I will go with what are the case studies, and there's a one financial service company, probably it might be Capital One, which in which leveraged the application of a security in the DevOps culture and started implementing DevSecOps culture in their workflow, which helps them build the applications faster without compromising the security, which will be a plus point for developers as well as clients as well. And next one is what the UK Ministry of Justice has adopted the DevSecOps practices to build secure, reliable, and scalable services for the justice system, for the judicial. And that's it. I'm going to wind up the session. Like how to develop a DevSecOps culture. Till now, we are happy with the DevOps culture and development or operations and deploying all those things, building. But we have to create a DevSecOps culture, which must be new for someone's. But for the fast for the what are the what call the big giants, they have already incorporated the DevSecOps culture into their workflow and started working on it. It's like it was a shift. Probably it might be the left shift. It might be called coin as, where the security is added into in the each and every workflow of the DevOps, and the mindset of the developers. There should be a drastic change because they have to look after security and vulnerability threats while the development process of an application, and there should be a collaborative work because whatever the security professionals, what we call, they collaborate closely with the developers to build security directly into the development process itself, which uh, which which reduces the time, the duration of a whole project or the development of an application. And that's it. We'll meet again in the next session. Thank you.